All right, guys, welcome back to the Progressive Playbook. All right, so as you can see on the screen today, this is one of the first games we're going to have today. Just going over the weekend really quickly. It was basically an even weekend. We had a lot of, I don't know if it was about a lot of plays. It was probably like 13 or 14 plays over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we basically went literally even. I think we're up like a half a unit or something like that. Uh, and I mean, like it was a lot of plays we had. Uh, Most of my stuff is up here. I couldn't post on the weekend, so yeah, I'm posting all my plays still here on X. It's just I couldn't get a YouTube video out, and the in-depth uh, thing that we all got here, as you can see with the WRC Plus and things of whatnot and things of that nature. It was mostly football. We had some tennis in there. We had Alcaraz in the final. That hit, he was playing amazing and he won the U.S. Open final. Didn't have anything for the women's title. It was a decent effort by Anna Samova, but she couldn't get it done. Uh, Football, what do we have? We had a bad push in the Yukon game. We're winning that game the whole way, and then we went into the OT and we lost by 7 for a push. That was bad. Everything else it was kind of routine. Some lost, some losses, some wins, but pretty much standard there. Uh, but today, Monday, September 8th, this is what we got here. We got to play. It's a 2-unit play in the Guardians and the Royals game. As you can see, the W. Geez, I have this messed up. My bad. Switch to WRC Plus for I actually have that wrong on a lot of things there. The WRC is Plus is supposed to be switched. The uh, the OPS right is supposed to be switched with Kansas City and the Guardians. The only reason why it's kind of messed up is because I had the Royals as the home team, and I just had to switch it. But the Royals OPS against righties is 712, and the Guardians is 642. So I'm sorry about that. Uh, Everything down below is correct though. Uh, Berger, his K. I didn't write his name down there, but for the Royals pitcher, has a 23.1% K rate, 10% walk rate, not good. 416 slug, expected slug. Probably middle of the pack, a little worse than middle of the pack. 7.5% barrel rate, that's all right. 29% ground ball rate, 39% fly ball rate. He gets a lot of soft contact though, so that'll help with the ground ball and fly ball rate. Usually not ideal, obviously, but some good pitchers still have bad ground ball rates and fly ball rates and make it work. Like Andrew Abbott, who is really good but has a negative fly ball rate just because he creates soft contact and not really the best whiff rate. So, but soft contact is does the job. Slade Saccone, we have a 20% K rate. That's very low. Not good. Based on ball rate, limits the walks pretty well. 5.7%. That's pretty good. Expected slug, not good at all. One of the worst that you'll see at 540 expected slug. That's really bad. Uh, and as you can see, that translate to his barrel rate, 13.1%. That's really high, 6% higher than Berger's. So they will be making contact on him today for sure. As you can see there, the ground ball rate is 40% and the fly ball rate is 29%. So that's pretty middle of the pack. What we're going here is, as you can see, the bullpen is pretty tight. Only 1% lower is the Guardians. That's also supposed to be switched, ironically. The Royals bullpen is point zero one lower than the Guardians, but it doesn't really matter because we're going with the first five today in Royals first five money line. Now, yesterday when I looked, it was plus 100. This morning is 2:30 now. This morning it was plus 110, and then just a couple minutes ago it moved to -110. So it's -110 across the board, 110 for the Guardians and 110 for the Royals. Now they're only even underdog because they're missing Bobby Witt Jr. He had some back problems the other day, like 2-3 days ago. So he's not in the lineup, but even then, with a 6 point, lead in WRC plus, the person that's replacing him isn't that bad. He has like a WRC plus of himself of like 75, and Bobby Witt Jr. is not doing that as well as he did last year, so it's not that bad of a replacement. So they'll still be a better hitting team than the Guardians, even though it won't be as prominent with Bobby Witt Jr. In the lineup, basically. But OPS right is better still. OPS left is better, but obviously since we're going first five, we won't have to deal with the bullpen, as the Royals yesterday used a good chunk of their bullpen actually, and the Guardians only used like 2 or 3 guys. So I thought it just makes sense to go with the first five here in this game. So again, it'll be the Royals first five money line against the Cleveland Guardians today as a 2-unit play. Alrighty, and then this is the football game for tonight. We will have this right here. This the only thing that's bothering me. I don't have any stats for you guys. Sorry about that, but I'll run down basically what I've seen. On paper, the Vikings are obviously better than the Bears. They're just better at everything: offensive line, EPA per play. Just better at moving the ball down the field. Obviously, these are very dependent on last year's stats, and last year they had Sam Darnold, who was pretty good for them. This year we're replacing Sam Darnold with J.J. McCarthy. We'll see how it goes, but his second year, he was hurt first year. Obviously, this is going to be his first start, but at least he was in the system for a year, right? So we'll see how it goes. I think I want to take a stab at it. They also don't have Jordan Addison. That's a minus, and the Bears gained Ben Johnson at head coach, who was a very good offensive coordinator at Detroit last year. So, you could lay off of it because J.J. McCarthy's first start away game in Chicago, but the Vikings are just so much better than the Bears, and just for the price that I'm getting at -120, I thought I'd take a stab at it for 1 unit. I don't see why not here. JJ. We'll see. It's just all up to JJ McCarthy, really. That was the only downside, and obviously Jordan Addison too a little bit. But there's a lot of unanswered questions, I guess you could say, about this game, and I can respect anybody that just didn't even want a part of this game. But give me the better team. Easily the better team. The only problem is the quarterback, and it's an away game. So those are the real main problems here. But without going into like a million stats, the Vikings are the better team here. So give me them. All right, guys, and then that's it. I'll post if I do anything else. I'll post on X. If not, I'll be back tomorrow with the recap and the new plays for Tuesday. So see you guys.